Welcome to my 14th Harry Potter review. I'm John Barry, and today I'm reviewing part 1 of the film adaptation of the 7th and last Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Before I continue, if you have not yet seen my review of the book, please follow the link in the cards or in the description. And if you have not yet seen my review for any of the other Harry Potter books and films, please follow the playlist in the cards now. My question for you today is, what did you think of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? My review of Part 2 will be coming out later today, so please go and watch that review once you have enjoyed this video to your heart's content. To begin with, I prefer the book. It's as simple as that. But as a film adaptation, this might be one of the best. Maybe not for sure, but it's definitely up there. Probably this is because this adaptation has the least amount of cut content, excluding what is in part 2. Of course, there were still elements they had to cut, some of which would have been good to include, but there was nothing missing that was a bit jarring. But what was jarring was what they added in. It served no purpose to the plot, and that was the dancing between Harry and Hermione. It may have helped to serve a plot purpose if it was before Ron had temporarily left the group. Then it might have helped influence his decision and feels and that it caused him to leave. But it didn't do that because it was already after Ron had left. Any romance between Harry and Hermione simply does not work. They are not meant for each other, and I felt like the scene was included because somebody working on the film wanted it, and they obviously were in an important enough place. But that's only a speculation on my part. Plus, I always feel like Harry and Hermione seem more like siblings. That seems like how J.K. Rowling had written them. So, that kind of helps influence why I don't think they were meant for each other, because they seem like they should be more like siblings. You know, they both are coming into the Wizarding world from the Muggle world. I don't know, it just feels like they seem like they were written as siblings in the books rather than as romantic interests. But the movies obviously did not get that same impression as I got. To begin with, I prefer the book. It's as simple as that. But as a film adaptation, this is one of the better ones. Probably because they ended up cutting the least amount of content, excluding what's in part 2. Of course, there were elements they still had to cut, but there was nothing too jarring about what they cut, but some of that stuff would have been nice if they kept. What was actually jarring was what they added in, namely the dance scene between Harry and Hermione. It served no purpose to the plot. Maybe if it was before Ron had temporarily left the group, then it might have served a purpose in influencing his decision and feels then, but it did not do that. Any romance between Harry and Hermione simply does not work. They are not meant for each other. To me, I felt like J.K. Rowling had written them to be almost like siblings rather than as romantic interests for each other. I don't know, I just feel that's the impression I got. But I feel like there was somebody working on the film who was important enough, did not get that same impression as me, and wanted to create that romantic tension between them. But that's only speculation on my part, but I do want to say, seems like J.K. Rowling had written them to be more lines of good friends or even siblings rather than romantic interests. But that's only my opinion. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. The film did in all the other scenes make it clear that it is Ron and Hermione who will be together, despite Hermione's anger at Ron for leaving. Plus, the movie does remind us, the audience, that Harry and Ginny still have feelings for each other. Regardless, the filmmakers needed to get their messages together and not confuse the audience, which I feel like they almost did. After that little rant, most everything else was excellent in regards to the decision on the filmmakers. As I stated in my review of the book, Snape's choice to leave the sword in Gryffindor at the bottom of an ice-cold lake is just cruel, and it is indicative of Snape's dislike of Harry's father being put upon Harry. And as for that lake, I imagined it looking bigger and deeper than how the film decided to portray it. But then again, that's just me. Let me know if you imagined it either as a big lake or a small lake or whatnot. Let me know in the comments. I would like to hear from you. That concludes my review of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. To summarize, while this film adaptation is one of the better adaptations so far, despite its small flaws, I still prefer the original book. If you enjoyed my review, please like the video and subscribe to my channel for future content. Also, if you want to actually be notified by YouTube of when any of my videos come out, please ring the bell. Also, consider following me on social media and supporting me on Patreon. All my patrons get to view my scripts. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. Have a good one.